Okay, so I had this video sent to me. It's Vanderbilt against Xavier. It's 3-1 Vandy, bottom of the eighth. There's nobody out and bases loaded, and Vanderbilt runs a double suicide squeeze. So I'm going to play the play, and then we'll back it up, and we'll talk about exactly how to execute it and some other details. So here it is right here. You see the squeeze, 1 run scores. They're going to round the runner from second, and he slides in and scores there as well. So they get 2 runners to score on a suicide squeeze. Okay, so if you watch college baseball, you know that Vanderbilt is always extremely well coached, and they're able to do these small ball type of things. Now, you don't typically see a double squeeze, especially with the bases loaded and nobody out, but they clearly felt that this was a great situation for it. They, and my guess, have a really good bunter at the plate. They've got speed on the bases. They're typically pretty athletic, and they decided to put it on. So here's the details. This is how you run it. First thing is, let's start with the runner at third base. So the runner at third, we're going to go slow motion here. You have to make sure that you don't go too early. So you can see he starts with kind of a small lead. He's going to right here start to go right as the pitcher's front foot is almost landing. So I typically, for us, I tell our base runners that we're going to take off right here, right when the front foot gets down. We're going to go. We don't want to go too early, because if you go too early, then the pitcher knows that the squeeze is coming, and then he can alter where he's throwing the ball. So you can throw a ball, typically, you really have 2 options. You could throw a ball up in a way that's not buntable, or you can throw a ball right up here, right at this guy's face, and he's basically got a decision to make. Does he try to bunt the ball thrown at his face, which is extremely difficult to do, probably going to miss it or pop it up, or do you just dive out of the way so you don't get hit, and now we catch the ball and tag the runner out the plate? So you don't want to leave too early. And the same thing can be said for the bunter. You don't want to square too early. As you can see, he squares basically right as his arm is coming up. He starts to square. At this point, it's too late to make any changes in where the ball's going. The ball does end up coming a little bit inside, but still probably a strike, if not maybe just inside. But the square is late enough that he's able to put it down. Now, the last thing is the other runners. So because we're squeezing and that runner at third is breaking, everyone else can break as well. So you can see the runner at second ends up breaking. So he's going full speed. That's how you know that they're trying to score 2 on 1 bunt. The runner at first, if you watch him, he's actually just shuffling off. So he's just shuffling. He doesn't take off. Now, why does he not take off? I've been thinking about this. The one bad thing, or really bad thing, that could happen here, this ball's bunted up in the air. If this ball was bunted and it doesn't drop right there, if he bunts that a little bit more towards the pitcher and he caught it, well, it's going to be a triple play. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to probably have enough time to throw the ball to third base, and then he'll probably have enough time to throw it to second base, and we have a triple play. So the runner not going hard at first, I don't know if that's to just limit the amount of players that are running and could get tripled off or at least doubled off. I'm not sure. But that is the one huge gamble that we have on this play, is that if we bunt the ball in the air, we have so many runners that are just taking off. Because again, as you see this runner going to third base right here, he's got to go full speed. If we expect him to score on this bunt, he's got to touch the bag here, and he's just got to go. So that is the one danger of the play. The other thing is, if there's not a play here, so let's say we're late to fielding this ball, well, then there's no play at first. We probably have the runner at home, but watch the catcher. The catcher actually doesn't realize it until right there, and now he tries to get back. So even if they didn't throw the ball to first, maybe the catcher not paying attention right here, he would have still been safe. I don't know. But anyways, a lot of stuff going on. Again, you don't see this very often, especially with no outs. Usually no outs, you let your team hit away, but again, they thought this was the perfect situation, and I do get a little bit scared with the ball bunted in the air that we could get a double or even triple play. Now, we actually used to run this play back in the day, but when I was 13 years old, we cheated a little bit. You can't really do this in college because you have a bunch of umpires, but we had this play when we had second and third. We would run this same play, so we would do a double squeeze, but this runner at third base right here, instead of running and touching third and then scoring, we would have the runner just cut right in here. So they would cut the distance down, because At the lower levels, you only have 2 umpires. So you have one umpire that's watching the ball being thrown to first base, and you have another umpire that has to be ready for the play at the plate because we have this runner coming in here, and there's no umpire watching the runner at third. So we would have him steal, and then he would just cut it right in here and just come here and slide in, and it'd be like slide, slide. And everyone was probably like, how? That's the fastest runner in the history of baseball right there. No, we were just cutting the base, and we were cutting down like 30 feet of running distance by doing that. I'm not suggesting you do it, but we did it as our 13-year-old team. Some might call it Bush League, but it is a play that I vividly remember, and I remember us running it, and you can't defend it. Nobody sees it. The other team a lot of times didn't even see it. No one realized what happened. They just think, wow, this team is like really fast and they execute really well. We basically just turned the big diamond field into a little diamond field for us. So anyways, that's what I got. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, very rare play. Don't see it a whole lot, but executed really well. And Vanderbilt always does a good job of practicing these small ball type plays. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. If you've got hitters that you're looking to improve before the start of next season, this is essential for you. Matt Antonelli here, former Major League player, first-round pick, and college coach. With this course, we're going to show you exactly, step-by-step, how to generate power, develop bat speed, and enhance swing mechanics. Regardless of your hitter's age, this course is going to deliver advanced hitting techniques that will allow any hitter to get better and make an impact at the plate this spring. We have a full catalog of training content that you can access from anywhere at any time. This course is perfect for players, parents, coaches, instructors, and more. Our course has helped hitters all over the country at different competition levels, and the feedback that we've received has been outstanding. The work you put in now will drive your success at the plate this spring. Get the essential knowledge that you need to take your game to the next level.